just like I said, the cost of that project is 20 billion naira. So we are doing a lot. Then on a smaller scale, we also have many of these projects cited in all the senatorial districts of the state. I would want to say about 14 local government councils in the state benefited from these rural water projects that is being that is helping us to solve one of the major problems of our people at the rural areas. So by and large, we have been able to do a lot along that line. When you want to improve the healthcare of your people, one of the things you need to work on is to ensure they have access to good potable water. And that is one of the areas this administration is concentrating on, to ensure that our people at the rural community have access to good water, and we're able to ensure that they live healthy.
I'm sure there's a very good attention and commitment to the use of public funds. And these days, the economy is depleting, such as we look at the falling prices of crude oil. And now we are going back into our own kind of natural resources development, such as agriculture. And agriculture plays a major...
We, as a state, we were not held down by the COVID pandemic. But when our neighboring states were held down, we knew that it was going to have a very negative impact on our own economy. Getting out of this economic doldrum caused by the pandemic, we need to quickly look at the key sectors that can bail us out of it. When you look at agriculture, what we need to do now is to produce as much food as possible for families, for homes, to be able to survive the recession that has been foisted on us by the unfortunate COVID-19 pandemic around the world. Then when we are doing a lot to ensure that we strengthen the agricultural sector of the economy, so that we can produce food, we can generate a lot of employment for our youth, for our women to be properly engaged and all that. Then we looked at education too. Our education should, what we are doing with our education at the moment is to move it from one that is just teaching theories and sending people out to be writing applications to offices to work. With COSTECH coming on board, which is the Conference University of Science and Technology, we hope to be able to, if you take out the insecurity caused by political instability, then what you are going to have will be very minimal and could be what the system will be able to deal with effectively and successfully.
I think we, all in all, we had a very successful story in year 2020. And the projection now is that we should build upon the achievements so far. The program is still the state of Kogi, and with me in the studio, I have the Honorable Commissioner for Information and Communication, Evangelist Kingsley Fanwo. He's still with us in the studio, and he's telling us what the government has been able to achieve in the year 2020. We are now in year 2021. And building upon it because of the mandate the people gave to the present administration. In order to reciprocate, they are putting every machinery in place to ensure that there is transparency and public accountability. How do you talk about this one? This public accountability to ensure that whatever is meant for a project is directly expended on that particular project.
Yeah, the State Fiscal Transparency and Accountability System Tracker, which we call the SIFTAS, has given Kogi a lot of awards. We've come first in terms of transparent application of government resources to achieving development in the society.
Both infrastructure and social development of the people of the state.
Thank you very much. With the way we have our local government councils now, we are trying to devise a means. We are trying to come up with strategies through which they will be able to galvanize grassroots development, especially provision of infrastructure at the grassroots level. And, you know, there are a lot of challenges that are at that level of government at the moment. Even payment of salaries, 100%, has been very difficult because the revenue they are getting is far less than what they we need to pay a significant percentage of salary to their workers. So when you face such challenges, I think what we need to do is to start telling ourselves the truth as a people, as a system, because when you have 3 vehicles in a local government and you have 35 drivers, then you should know why it is becoming increasingly difficult to cope with the financial need of paying wages at that level of government. So it is critical, it is difficult. That's why we are doing everything humanly possible to improve agriculture in such a way that people will know that they can make millions outside of government offices, and that would reduce the...
Hello. Yeah, having to stop it.
This is Mr. Timothy calling from Lokoja.
Okay, please go on with your question.
Well, I want to commend the effort of the state governor and the honorable commissioner. I think they are really doing their best to see that the state moves forward. And I would do.
We are with us. We are with you.
I don't know, in the education sector, the secondary school, I don't really know if they are taking note of that. The teachers are not enough in our public secondary school. So the Teaching Service Commission, they are really trying their best anyway. They still need to work on that, the manpower of the public secondary school.
Thank you very much. You have made your point. Thank you. He's talking about creating more opportunity.
Thank you very much,
Mr. Timothy.
Mr. Timothy. We thank you for commending the leader of the state, our governor, Yahaya Bello. Teachers will never be enough. I was born by teachers, so I understand how they work very well, and I know that teachers will never be enough in our public institutions. But it is not as bad as it is painted today. The problem we are having now is that we are having over concentration of teachers.
But now that the economy of the nation is not that too friendly, and there's need for everyone to cooperate with the government with all the initiative, so that we can together drive the economy. We can better drive the economy to a prosperous state. Why do you want the people of the state to cooperate with the government in all these policies geared towards improving on the local technology and emerging products from Kogi State?
The faces behind our policies are the people of Kogi State. There is no policy that can succeed without the people taking ownership of those policies. And that is why we are enjoining the good people of Kogi State to cooperate with us, to take ownership of all of these policies. Until they take ownership of the policies, it would remain a very serious challenge to ensuring successful implementation. And that's why we are also coming up with what we call KOGAS, Kogi Open Governance and Accountability System, KOGAS. It is going to be launched. It is going to be deployed by the Ministry of Information and Communication. And we are hoping that by the end of this month, it will be fully launched, so that the people will begin to see government policies as their own policies. And we urge them to key into our agricultural policies, to our education. It's almost becoming a women's world, though, that please, we men too, we want to form association to start agitating for gender equality. Because women, if they were complaining of domination, I think the men may soon start complaining in Kogi State because the women are fast taking over.
Hello. Minister, we are there already. Yeah. By God's grace, we shall be there.
So, I would just like to say a few things about the roads, and I'll be glad if my attention can, please, the roads you talked about, we are glad, we are so happy because you said a lot of things have been in progress on that road. Maybe is there any arrangement for follow-up to confirm if those things are really, yes, we are happy the government is doing something. And so I've been making it from the top that so has been done, so has been done. Is there anything, like any arrangement to confirm all those things are really, put in place the way the government wants them to be? And another thing is this. Is there any arrangement for maintenance? Because once it's been done, like in few weeks after, it's down. Like it's come back to the same. Even sometimes gets worse. Like you look at this Pelele gutter, that was a lot of money was spent on it about last year or so. And if you go around the gutters now and check them, it's filled with sound. And probably if the next rainy season come now, the same thing, the same problem that made them do that gutter will still repeat itself again.
Thank you very much. Thank you. We are looking at all infrastructures, expenditures contained in the budget, and for effective performance, the release of funds. What are the priority areas? What creates the priority in release of funds for this execution of this project?
We do not have problems.
Excuse me,
Okay.
let's take this call.
Good morning.
Who is talking, please?
Imode from Zango.
Okay, Imode. Thank you. Go on with your suggestion.
It's only a question I want to ask.
Go on, please.
I want to ask the Honorable Commissioner, what is the government doing about the road linking Aba Okio to Ayede to Luka Road?
It's all right. Thank you very much. He's talking about the road going to Irukeru Road.
Yeah, Kaba Okeofin, Ayede to Iluke. I think that's the main road at the heart of the Bono Kingdom in Kababono local government area. And it is already in the 2021 budget. And the people representing the area in government are making a lot of efforts to ensure that it is done. I am aware that both the State Security Advisor, Commander Jerry Omadara, retired, and the Honorable Commissioner for Education, Honorable Wemi Jones, they are on top of it to ensure that it is not just in the budget for 2021, but that attention is given to that road. So I can assure you, Elder Anyemode, that it is going to receive government attention in 2021. I can give you that assurance.
You are. Thank you. Go on with your contributions.
Yes, and first of all, let me make the step and put the executive governor and the
Thank you very much.
Yes, I'm happy with the good work you have been doing.
Thank you so much.
All my also based on the sports sector report and the spotlight. The executive are doing a basic. I want you to retrain the information sector, they are doing well, and the sports sector are doing well. Please, the efforts and there's a lot of sports facilities in the state so that we can be able to stop some disease and all things that are coming up. Because I'm very well, every day you are doing with state government, everybody are doing well. All the comment of government of what you have been doing. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
To the government that was appointed this time. May God bless you for the new appointment. Thank you very much.
Thank
you.
My local government, all behalf of my local government, we thank you people, we thank the government of Kogi State. May God bless you all in Jesus' name.
Thank you.
Sir.
Thank you very much. I know you're always with us on this program from Ejule. We thank you. We thank you for your call and your words of encouragement. I'm aware that.
Hello?
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 Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Who is talking, please?
Okay.
Hello?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, this is Wale.
Wale from where?
Yeah, Wale from Lokoja.
Okay, please go on with your.
So I want to commend the efforts of this president government. They are really trying. And my question is in the area of education, especially those secondary schools situated in the village. I'm from Bamoro area, that has been high school here, and now I'm the other school. But to my knowledge now, I don't think those schools, they lack teachers. Those schools, they are the school along that axis that only one principal, only one teacher, and maybe 50 students. In those days when we were there in the 90s, 94, we had enough teachers. So what effort is the present government doing to ensure that teachers that are posted to those rural areas, please, this year, nobody wants to say the again. All of them want to say the ministry. Come to the task. So please, help us address it, please.
Thank you very much, Mr. Wale. Except you want...
Mr. Wale, I am one of... I am one...
Good morning, Honorable Commissioner.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, I'm Baba Shaba from Lokoja.
Baba Shaba, thank you. Go on with your suggestion and contribution.
Honorable Commissioner, you wrote from Jamata Abuja.
Gabriel from where?
Yeah, Gabriel from Marakolo.
It's all right. Go on to your contribution.
Yeah. My contribution is about this. I know I want to bring the Honorable Minister of Information and Communications here. He talked about the street light. You know, you talk about the conference stadium that is the way roundabout here. That was vandalized. What is the one in the council? Now, if you look at from local government to phase 2, just like they are vandalizing every place up to this morning. In fact, it's like they are even using access to country down and remove the buses. So, I don't know really know what is really happening in this house. Thank you.
Thank you very much. He's talking about even community participation in securing the public utilities.
Yeah, I think it's something that we need to look into. We need to take possession of this. Our houses as individuals, we don't allow vandals to come in and vandalize it. We defend it ferociously. That is the way we're supposed to be defending government facilities in our areas. It is very much important. Thank you very much for the call. And when you were saying the Honorable Minister for Information, it's like you have already promoted the governor to Abuja as the President of the Federal Republic from 2023.
And of course,
thank you for the good wishes.
Information will be Kingsley Fanwo. Thank you very much. Well, the other man was talking about sporting activity, improving on the sporting activities.
Are you with me, sir?
We are with you, please.
Okay, this issue of education. The state government is actually doing well. They are trying. One or two callers spoke on education, teaching. I don't know. This education is a very sensitive aspect in society development. For instance, how can we revive this system? Anybody that doesn't want to stay in the village, the appointment will be terminated.
The commissioner has been speaking on.
They don't want to go. Then why are you in the system?
Thank you very much.
I want to ask you, sir.
Okay.
Commissioner.
Yes, thank you.
There is this set of teachers employed, 500 teachers by Teaching Service Commission, 2015. I was actually one of them, posted to secondary school. There are just 2 teachers here. Myself needs 3. And I was actually contributing, but when the new government came, we are asked to step aside. We want to achieve, can you revisit our case, please? Because we are still in the streets, some of us are still jobless. We are ready to work, in the studio. Please, 500 teachers, we are ready to see. Can you please, we are still, can you revisit that case?
Thank you, Mr. Yusuf. Commissioner has heard you.
I think what we will do on...
We have been putting you, do I say, hot seat, on a very soft seat, because we are just reviewing the truth and not maybe scratching your mind to falsify any claim. People seem to be talking much about education, and education to drive the economy in the present generation is creating attention on the technical education. What is the focus of the government to ensure that production, processing, and technology-based education is achieved in the state?
Yeah, we've said this. We've said this before, that our educational curriculum should shift from breaking people for white-collar jobs. We should start talking about the red-collar jobs and the green-collar jobs now. And our technical schools are being strengthened as we speak. We are paying a lot of attention, and the administration of Alhaji Yahaya Bello is so committed to strengthening the technical schools. To cap it up, the administration is establishing a University of Science and Technology at Osara. that university is going to produce high quality professionals that will be job creators and not job seekers. So I think in that line, I think we're on the right track as an administration to ensure that we move our education from it being a job-seeking education. Nigerians are saying that. They are saying they want the governor, my governor, to become the president of the country come 2023. We are not blaming them. Instead, we are researching into why do they want him to be president. Nigeria is having problem of unity. Nigeria is disunited. There is ethnic suspicion. There is a lot of balkanization of interest along ethnic lines. So, but someone has come to Kogi State, and in Kogi today, nobody asks whether you are Ibira or you are Okun or Igala anymore. We are one. We have been united. There is no discrimination. So Nigerians are looking at this person that can do it in a microcosm of Nigeria, that is Kogi, with multiple ethnic groups, can also do it at the center. Then when you look at insecurity, insecurity is one of the major bane of our national progress today. You know, you hear of insurgency, banditry, kidnapping, and all sort of things like that. But they have come to Kogi and see that someone has done it in Kogi State. Someone has put insecurity, someone has been able to solve the problem of insecurity in our dear state today using local solution to solve a global problem. So they know that if you give him the chance to be at the center, he will also solve the problem at the center. So we are not angry that they are calling on him to be president.